Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Artists United Network.
Artists United Network. I'm about to The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs.
All right, welcome to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. I am here with Daddy Rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
What up, homie?
Tweezy was nice enough to guest host a couple weeks ago when Daddy Rich was on. So
Man, I had a freaking ball, man.
That's right. It's his first time here. I was like, I'm surprised you haven't been on the show yet. I was like, well,
really?
I'm coming back, and so one of my first
time here, for real.
Well, on my show, but second time because he was here when Tweezy was here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
June 27th.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he was on Kicking It with Keenan.
Yes.
I think on the series season finale. That was real fun.
Speaking of Kicking It with Keenan, we got Keenan Sargent here, folks. I'll give you a little clap. Did everybody have a good 4th of July? Now, you guys did a great show over there at My City, My Music.
Oh, man, it was wonderful because by the time I went right before the headliner sang, and it started to get dark. So they started to shoot the fireworks. Tweezy brought out the light. Man, it was a moment in time, man.
Loud and pumping.
Oh man, it was wonderful, man.
Yeah, the weather was pretty decent. Well, today is super hot, but the weather was a little bit better a couple days ago. Yeah.
So I mean, I was in KC this weekend, and we had some hot days. We had a little bit of rain during the picnic on Sunday, but hey, we still had a good time.
Well, on our show, we had some fireworks. Saturday, we had some fireworks. We had a girl that she is getting into porn. Her name is Trixie Love, and Keenan, you missed a hell of a podcast.
Yeah, I have.
I'm going to play this clip for the audience here, and we're going to talk about it. So here we go. This is the clip from this past show. The full episode is on the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs on YouTube, as well as the Artists United Network. But here's a little clip from this past Saturday.
Your big cock feels so good. You guys quit laughing.
It's hard.
I can't get through this with you guys laughing.
Just close your eyes. Work for it. Love to love you, baby.
Oh my gosh. So you really do like the ah?
Oh, no.
You do?
Okay, do the initial penetration You know, when it surprises you because you're like, I don't, you know that one.
Oh, this feels so damn good. There you go.
Okay. Now when it gets good, one oh shit. Like when he's pounding and he hit that button in the back like digga, and you're like, oh shit, give me one of those.
Oh fuck. That is hard. Feels so fucking good. How's that?
I think we got
Sound bites.
All right, so there we go, folks. That was the clip. Daddy Rich was saying some funny comments here. I don't know if you guys could hear it, though, but what were you thinking? What was going through your head?
Oh, she's serious and her face with no sound. Oh, my God. She's well on her way, folks.
The grip in the mic.
Oh, she gripped the mic right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was mic checking. Definitely.
Man, like I said, I see some pictures, man, and I'm not shocked, but it's like, okay, good quality pictures. Whoever took the pictures, congratulations. You got yourself a model, all right?
Well, she said if you would have been here Saturday.
I know. I feel bad. I was in KC.
I mean, the biggest thing, so she's getting the porn, and she's going straight from, not even like girl on girl with Asian guy, she's going straight 3 dudes.
Or not even a solo.
Like 3 holes kind of deal.
The
full Thanksgiving stuffing.
Black.
What do they call it?
Black. There's
double penetration or something?
Yeah.
I would say it ain't an orgy because there's just one chick but 3 guys. That's a whole gang.
Well, I know.
That's a gang.
That's quite a leap, I would think.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was telling Keenan, Her big day is this Friday, her big shoot. So I was like, well, Keen, if you go try to get a date with her, you probably want to get there before Friday.
Yeah,
Get some Denny's.
Man, before all that extra space happens.
honey, you're peeing so well in there. How you do that?
She gonna be able to piss from across the room. I'm
Dude,
telling you.
that's 5 minutes in the show, Ronnie on the roll.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Trixie, we love you.
She gonna
It's
have
a Tuesday, y'all.
echo. When she walks, she gonna have a definite echo.
Like a whale call.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Hey boy, y'all off the train.
man, who's playing Adele over there?
Mike check.
Hey, I'm already in trouble, man. Shout out to Trixie.
It ain't been 10 minutes.
She tricked me,
started.
Oh man. No, but
What a great way to start.
No, seriously, she's a sweetheart of a lady. And, if that's what she wants to do, that's what she wants to do. Now, her moaning, though, I mean, what did you think of that, Keenan?
Like, okay, I get where the acting comes into play, but like, let's be real. If she gets down with the D, she's gonna be having a whole lot of different moods. How do I know that? I've been doing that before, but yeah, I'm not gonna say it's mediocre, but it's like, okay, she's trying. She's trying. It's entertainment, so she's trying. But like, you got to talk to. If it was a guy that did it, I mean, he's like, all they do is gonna talk.
What do you? Are you a talker, or are you like a? I mean, I don't really want to get too deep with you on it, but I was too much.
Started throwing quarters down the hallway.
God damn it! God. I could be a talker. It all depends, you know. I've never seen myself like the dominant guy, but like I'll still, you know, I'm definitely a top guy. So that's no switch whatsoever. I mean, I can do a little bit of dirty talk now and then. It all depends on the mood, and then it also depends on who. Cause if she talks, I'm still giving it. It's like okay, shit, vice versa. But like I'm giving it. There you go. If I talk, I talk. But I don't talk too much on it. I'm just in mode focus.
I can dig it.
When you're working the pump, just keep going.
Now let's get back to Daddy Richard. Now you've been doing the thing for a while. You've been in the music scene and stuff. Have you met women that probably could have done porn in your life?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I ran.
Oh.
But yeah. Definitely, you know, but I came up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, like the teens, early 20s, it was game, set, match, you know, but the older I got, the more selective I am. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I like my women like I like my used cars with low miles. I'm just saying. Let me put that out there.
That's good.
I think as I got older, I think I got less picky of what I thought was attractive. I've been with the same woman for
I mean, yeah, we're all young, and then we kind of have little, you know, category, but then it lowers down when you get older. I'm about to be 30 in October, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be different.
You like whatever.
Yeah, and I'm a face sat guy, so like small ass, big ass, my face is a chair. Just go at it. That's just me. That's just me.
I understand.
Now, kind of give the audience a little background. How did you get into the music scene? You know, you've been doing this for quite a while.
Yeah. I came up writing rhymes under my brother-in-law and my other stack brother, Tiago, you know, and they were so good at it. I'm like, man, this is an honest statement here. I didn't know what I thought at the time were regular people like me and you were doing that. But when you think about it, these people before they came stars, they was regular like me and you. But I didn't think regular people was doing that, you know, until I sat down and tried it. My first song was called No Question, The World Keeps Moving. I gave it to my brother-in-law, like, hey, man, listen to this. And he told me, you didn't write that. I'm like, yeah, I wrote it. He like, no, somebody helped you. I'm like, no, this was all me. He like, if you can do that, do it again. Mm-hmm. So I did it again and kept on doing it, and here you go. You know what I'm saying? The passion started to grow for it, you know, because that I believe that hip-hop for me is the ultimate stress relief, you know, where I can tell my stories through my lens.
Most definitely.
Excuse me. But that's my thing. That's where I got my start at, under my brother-in-law, and which is called go by Mr. O and Tiago. They were in a group called Cat Town. You know, they used to frequent all the house parties, get into the freestyle battles.
What year was that? When
this the 90s.
Oh man, I was 92.
Yeah, you know, I also grew up. My homeboy's sister is called Big Low.
Oh,
you know, Strawberry Pump Records, you know, back in the 90s, had a song called Strictly on the Big Tip, you know, so I was always surrounded by music. I even grew up with the Jones family, all gospel doo-wop groups back in the day, you know, that type of thing.
Way back.
Oh, man, you know, so I was always around music. And, you know, my sisters, they love hip-hop. You know, so it was just fitting.
Right.
So no, my dad's side, we have a lot of musicians. So and me growing up in the 90s, I know music at the time. Not everything was the same, but it did have a style. So like, what was the hip hop like towards the late 90s towards now? Like, would you count the same? Would you see it a little bit differently? Or
real different. You know, I came up listening to Mobb Deep, The Roots, KRS-One, Coogee Rap. You know, those type of Nas, you know, Jay-Z, Biggie. You know, I was mostly East Coast for it all depends on what the mood. You know, if I'm with a couple of my fellas, you know, they get to listening to the South and a little bit of the blend of the West Coast with the Dog Pound, you know, Snoop, Corrupt, you know, all them guys, you know. So being in the middle, we catch it all. So that's what really developed me into where I am, why my music, I think, sounds so original, unlike anybody else in St. Louis, because of the influences. You know, some of them pick one or the other, but I allowed all of it to influence me, you know.
When was this when you wrote your first song that you gave it to your brother? What year was this one?
Oh, I was 13.
Okay, so this is like in the 90s.
Yeah, we talking roughly. Let me see.
We used to do
early 90s, 90, 91
show back then in the late 90s, early 2000s. But it seems like everything's oversaturated now. It was like we would put our stuff on public access, and we would go to the local Denny's, and people would recognize us. Like that's how it was back then. It just seemed like there's less outlets, but you get better exposure now. You know,
like the internet got bigger, just kind of just put it out there.
Everybody.
Access was the thing, because I used to do the Street Heat with Storm and Jay.
Oh man,
that's where I come from.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
Man, those were big, man. Shout out to Storm and Jay. I don't know where they at now, but I wish I could find them and just thank them. You know.
Yeah, but like I guess back then, like people, you know, everybody has a camera on their phone now, so everybody wants to be a YouTube star. Back then, like it's I don't know.
Like get it to a record company, hope they get you.
You know, you had to do more focusing of your energy and your talent back then. Now it's just people wake up and.
Well, I guess my point, I think people try to just be famous now.
Like the discovery has also changed. I have an art creative thing inside me. I want to share this creative thing with the world. Now it's like you're competing with people like just want to be, hey, look at me, hits and views I get.
Yeah. You know, as they call the clout chasing.
Yeah.
Like there was no SoundCloud, there was no Spotify, there was no like just any other source of internet music. Back then it's either MTV, VH1, Spring Break for all I know, and then you also had like a lot of venues that had local music. And now anywhere can host anywhere. We could do a concert at White Castles. Go get your
good concert.
Get your food in, get your music.
That would actually be.
I would go to that one.
Like, cause I seen some of those, like for real, like it'd be like any restaurant, and they have like a little trailer, have a little stage or whatnot, and then pow, we got a show for you. Get your food, get your stuff, and everything.
I go back to MySpace. The page's probably still up.
Under
Salmonella Camp on MySpace.
Only had a Bebo.
You know, I was a young guy. That's late 90s, early 2000s.
Now, didn't AOL have like a music side? I know they had like a game. Like, didn't it have music as well? Like the old AOL.
Was this during or before Napster?
I think. Oh my god! I think that was way before Nap.
Napster killed it for him.
But then you got stuff like LimeWire and FrostWire and stuff like, and everybody's.
Yeah.
Is pirate music bad? Yes, but I mean to a degree. It's technically not. It's your music, but not technically yours. It's just someone just downloaded and encrypted all that.
That's it.
And I think I don't know. Can we still pirate today? I mean, I don't know if anyone just. I got Spotify.
Man, it's so easy to get a hold to the music now. I don't think they even trying for real.
Right.
You know.
Well, whatever they figured out, they flag anything now. I mean, we get flagged all the time. Just playing one little beat or something like that. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, they're able. After Napster, they all figured out, like, you know, whatever it's called, embed or
like
whatever,
embedded
imprint or something like that with the music or whatever.
Yeah, I was always a LimeWire guy, so I kind of just I either go to YouTube or I just type in the song, and it'd be a whole lot of the same thing, but it doesn't sound right. And there was another one day, it was a MP3 to YouTube converter, and just take the URL of YouTube, highlight it, pow, there it is.
Oh wow!
And it's all on my MP3.
That's pretty dope.
So the show you guys did yesterday on July 4th, kind of talk about. I'm a big fan of Tweezy and Soldier by Blood and My City, My Music, and I think they do a great thing what they're doing. But that's just a great group of people. You got Cass Mo, you got Saint Floyd, you got all the different great artists
Way Down
over
the
there.
Truth,
and you're kind of. I feel like you're part of that family, and not that we're all one family here, but you know, kind of. How did that happen? How did you kind of get hooked up with Tweezy?
I remember Tweezy from, like I say, the Street Heat. Tweezy was an artist back then too, before he stopped for a little while, took a little break of hiatus. So I ran into a guy named Keezy B, which is Saint's brother, and he was like, "Man, come on down to the studio and get on my podcast, the Keezy B Show." You know, so I'm like, okay, man, I come through. I'm like, where's that? He like, hey, 7116 Overtime Studios, My City, My Music. He ran it down. I'm like, man, I heard a lot about Overtime Studios. I just didn't know where on South Broadway it was until he invited me. You know, so I have an interview with him, and Tweezy was engineering. And I'm like, man, I know you from somewhere. And we got to talking about Street Heat, and I'm like, that's where I know you from. So he was like, man, we got some things coming up. I'm going to invite you back out. I'm like, man, if you call, I'm coming. Just like you guys.
That's our boy.
Yeah.
You call, I'm coming.
Yeah.
You know, I clear the list out for y'all, man. And that's pretty much how we reunited, and I got in the fold. I got invited to do the first, or shall I say my second battle, but the first one with Tweezy was against KMD. Shout out to KMD. Great guy, man. Great music, great opponent, man. All drive, you know. And it pretty much took off from there, man. I done been in 5 battles. I'm looking for 6, 7.
We did the one. I think it was like after Thanksgiving. Like it was that Thanksgiving Day weekend. We went there.
They asked me to judge, and I was like, sure.
You're a music guy. You're a music guy, though.
Well, I know, but it's like you got all these talented people and they're in the flesh, you know. You can't you know. And you went up against Ghost 314. I think.
Yeah,
shout out to Ghost.
Shout out to Ghost. Ghost is a great artist, and
that was a good show. It was a good show.
It was like the main event was just watching you guys battle back and forth, which was a great battle. But then it's like you're kind of like
it kept the crowd going.
You have to pick somebody because you got to be a judge. You know,
that's how I go. Yeah. It's got 5,200 views to this day.
Yeah, man, that's still rolling.
Well, I just love going down there to like those Tuesdays Up in Smoke because there's just so much love in the room, and it's a different type of vibe because it's one thing to do a podcast in my basement, but when you go down to Overtime Studios, you got like an audience watch. It's like you're on a late night show or something. There's people watching.
It's just always a great atmosphere, you know.
Yeah. So to go to do battles, like talk about like how do you prep to do a battle? Do you research the guy? Like what's some kind of like now battle like Keenan right now? Like what would you?
I don't research the guy.
Okay.
You know, because verses is the songs you already got. So what I do is research my songs. Like, okay. Because if you listen to what I write and how I deliver it, it pretty much caters to versus battles. You know, because you're going to get a little swag, a little laid back. You're going to get some definition of who Daddy Rich is. Mm-hmm. You know, you're going to get all that in the song. And it pretty much caters the battle. And coming up under my brother-in-law and my other stack brother, Tiago, man, you just couldn't do anything. It had to be quality. You know, I believe in making quality. So whenever it comes to a STL versus battle, I'm comfortable against anybody. You know, because I'm always putting my best foot forward. And I always said if I was to go hit for hit with anybody, I think I would be winning.
So, you know, kind of like you kind of just put your songs in order about like, okay, let's start with this, kind of get warmed up, and then you go with the banger.
By what I feel, you know.
Right. Well, what song did you end with that night? What was your
the lead song?
I think it was like two songs or three songs apiece, I think, for y'all.
Yeah, it was 3 halves, 2 wholes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said that was just like Ghost and Daddy Ghost. I'm like, bro, they're going. Your guys are going at it.
Man, it was the most fun I ever had at a battle because I knew Ghost was gonna come with it. You know, so I'm always step up. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I seem like the newest artist around St. Louis, but if through research, I always been here. I was in a group last time called Salmonella Camp, and that's what gave me my first rolling run. You know, but then when I came back out going to the Keezy B show, I was about to put Salmonella Camp back out, and then I said, no, you know what? I'm going to just do Daddy Rich. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never been that solo artist.
Right.
You know, so let me see what it is I can do with just me. You know, I know everybody thinks, oh, okay, all this time he's been in this groups. You know, I've been in a lot of groups in my rapping career, but this the first time I'm solo, you know, and it's been picking up a whole lot of steam, you know. I'm just trying to take it up a level and get some out-of-state ventures and some bigger stages. And I think it'll take a life of its own, which is it did last year.
Almost definitely.
Know? I ain't been, man, I look at this calendar, me and my girl, like, wow. You know, and it's just a blessing, you know. It ain't nothing I really did. I write it, I record it, but if you guys reach out to me, that ain't nothing I did. Right. You know what I'm saying? To be honest.
Well,
like
I think, to be honest, I reached out to you because just your character, the way you know, carry yourself and the way you acted. When I met you, you were very nice and humble about yourself, and you just seemed like a great person that had a great story. So
yeah, and then I was gonna say on top of that, like, you know, I had you on my show, and then also I had Ghost. Like, I think the first few episodes I did, and I find that funny. It's like, wow, these, you know, I'm getting all these music artists, and they definitely have like a very good, you know, set to themselves, you know, especially whether it's community, whether it's by themselves or whoever. You know, you're definitely creative as a guy, but you also are just a creative as an artist. So you definitely have that talent.
Appreciate
that's definitely in one pack.
Yeah, I think what says a lot to you and Ghost for coming on his show. No offense to Keenan, but Keenan's kind of a goofy kind of guy, which is what makes Keenan so great. And his show is laid back, funny. It doesn't take it serious. People come on there and we're just having a good time.
Yep.
And it has a great vibe. And to show that you guys don't take yourself too serious, so you can come on Keenan's show and be silly and do a fun,
lay
fun
back
rap battle. Makes
but then then even with Ghost, I wish I could have done it with Dad too. Like with Ghost, I did the rap battle, but then with Ghost, we did the that little picture game. And what still kills me, he got Popeye right because of a titty elbow.
off the elbow, right?
Yeah, the elbow. It's like he thought it was a titty.
Man.
Like, what kind of game is this?
I'm gonna tell you why. Me and my girl play this game before we go to bed.
God.
It's the split pictures, and you guess the difference between.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But what my girl didn't understand about me is I got photographic memory. So when I seen that elbow, pop, 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 that's Popeye. Those pictures flip. You know what I'm saying? Like, where have I seen that before? And that picture comes up in my mind because of photographic memory.
That was.
See, I like that.
Now,
see, I think it would have been harder. Like, if it was like an orange and black tail, it could be 3 characters. It could be Tigger. It could be Garfield. It could be Hobbs. You don't know, but unless you actually look at it, and so like, are you like, is that clever? Knowing what it is, or?
It all depends on what part it is and how much of it I get to see. You know, like eyes. That sends a picture. You know,
like
skin
texture.
tones, textures, that type of thing.
But that was a good game, though.
Oh man, I had a ball. I go home and watch that man, at least once a week. I watch it.
Okay.
Is that a titty?
Oh man, what about the letters? It's the Jolly Green Giant scientists.
Your whole show.
Oh man.
Now, also another question, and I know I never asked too much on this for any music. So, have you seen a difference when you were in a group and then you went solo, or does it captivate a lot to an artist?
I seen a difference than when I was in a group than when I went solo, because in a group everybody has to be moving for the same cause, you know, and what the audience and the consumer doesn't get to see is what goes on behind the scenes. You know, I got tired of dragging people, as my girl say, through my dream. She said, "Aren't you tired of dragging people through your dream?" It's like my aha moment. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna book this podcast. If he's prompt and on time, I'll still roll. He was 35 minutes late.
Oh, wow.
Womp, womp, womp.
I know the feeling.
It was done.
Right.
You know, because in business, what people don't understand, you got to respect people's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how I try to pull up early? You said 8.
Yeah. You got here early. Yeah.
That's at least 7:40, 7:45.
Yeah.
And we still got like time on our hands.
You know, you got to respect people's time. That's business. People do business with you if they know you prompt, you respectful, you humble. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. It's a lot to business before business is handled. You know, but I don't think he respected the business part of it. He loved the shine part.
Right. Right.
But we got to handle business first.
Yeah.
You know, like when you was in football, they say it's what?
Like
90% mental, 10% physical.
Yeah.
But you got people who want to just get out there and
Go,
but they don't want to go practice. You know, they don't want to eat right. They don't want to. They don't want to train. You know what I'm saying? So we in St. Louis, we got to get our business right, and then I think we'll start to see also that crab in the bucket mentality disappear too. You know, once we start to learn how to handle and conduct ourselves in the business environment, you know.
Yeah, but I agree, but there's always going to be those crabs or whatever. I mean, they're not going. Those haters and stuff aren't going away. They're just
definitely.
That's for
It'll
balance.
be the same thing, just different face. It's sad, but
Like I mean, honestly, I would just say love your haters. You know that's if you're not making enemies, you ain't making money, or you're not making business. You know that's my mentality.
well,
few.
it's people that are hating on you are never above you. They're not. There's always the people that's doing something.
The undercard trying to get over, but they can't.
and then pissed off at what you're doing or whatever. I don't know what their motive is, but yeah. So
now we ain't got to call people out, but has there been people, minus your group, has there been people that's been following you, but to try to get a shine, but not really supporting you?
Sure.
I can honestly say it. I've seen it, heard it, or felt it, but I'm sure they out there, but I don't concern myself with that.
Yeah, you always focus
because
on daddy rich, basically.
Those are what I call undercover fans. So I'm going to keep showing you how to do this. Maybe you just need something to emulate. Maybe that's your thing. But I don't concern myself with any of the negativity, man. I just move forward.
That's all you gotta keep doing. Just keep putting stuff out there. I always say just being on the scoreboard. That's my kind of.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because I know I always tell Dustin. I tell people you could bring a lot of people to a dinner table. You can feed everybody, but then you get that one or you got the two that's going to be begging for more when they give you what they got for now. And then sooner or later in time, it's going to be your chance to kind of feed yourself. And once you keep doing that, then there you go. You're building yourself better.
That's it.
Shout out to Cass Mo. He said
Cass Mo.
What's the September 30th STL? It's a rap. Stacks Brothers. What's that about?
That's me and Stack Brother, along with Danny G and Young Swerve.
Hey, shout out to the boys.
Be at the Legacy September 30th. Shout out to Casmo.
Okay, so is that the next show coming up with you guys?
I'm going to host the No Let Up podcast with Tweezy tomorrow.
Hey.
July. August 13th, I'll be at Elmo's. First show I get to do with my blood cousin. That's going to be fire.
Elmo's Lounge or?
Elmo's Lounge, yeah.
I've only been there one time.
For people don't know,
nice place, though.
Is it, let me get his name right. Floss Machiavelli with High Performance Entertainment.
I've heard of him.
Floss the Boss.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
That's my blood cousin. His mother is my dad's older sister.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys...
He been doing music for years. Him, Cincinnati Red and Candy Rain and I forget.
Art of Candy.
Yeah, man. I forget the other guy. The dude that produces a lot of it. Kills. That's his name, Kills. So that's my blood cousin. So that's August 13th. What else I got?
Now that'd be your first time co-hosting podcast or?
No, I did it last month with Tweezy. No Let Up tomorrow.
Okay.
So this is gonna be my second time.
What's kind of what you guys talk about on that podcast? Do you guys just what's that like?
It's an open mic. No Let Up open mic where they come, get their 10, 15 minutes and promote themselves. Do
you critique them? Do you guys critique
the younger ones? And I'm gonna tell you why. My girl says, do you ever think about mentoring the younger guys? So now I'm required to give them some constructive criticism.
The mentor.
Help them, lift them up, because she big on that. All my music I run past her, all the decisions I make about it, I run past her, we talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she proof check any of the songs you hear before I record them. She said, okay, you got something. Then I take it to the studio and record it. But that's what I'm trying to do with the younger generation. Yeah. I see them looking, and I see them needing guidance. So I'm going to fill the gap where I can for them, give them some of the wisdom and knowledge I've learned over the years.
What's some of the stuff you passed on to you could tell the audience here?
Image. It's not just music, it's image, and I told them it doesn't cost a lot, to enhance your image a little bit, find, I guess, your character, but you got to invest in your image, not just studio time, not just making songs, not just buying beats, not just buying weed. Invest in your image. Get your new T-shirt or a ball cap or some shoes and socks. Invest a little bit in your image. That's the biggest thing that I push to the youngsters, because some of them come straight out the neighborhood or out the house and they give me the mic. Preparation.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to get that new
preparation.
Piece. I bought my hat, I feel a little fresh. So, I feel a little good by myself.
Look at him. He got the style.
I can spot you at Soulard Market, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Matt.
Yeah.
Because he invested in his image.
Yeah. Right.
That's Keenan. Nobody looks like Keenan. He invested in his image.
Like
No, not at all.
Someone out there is. I promise you, someone out there is. Chance.
Yeah,
like my man Impact. He invests in his image.
Definitely, man.
I'm not gonna get him mixed with anybody.
Right.
So
that's people for how they are and how they really present themselves.
Oh yeah.
It's always the mind of the reader here.
Oh yeah. And then, for the youngsters who in it for the ladies, the first thing they look at is your feet.
Yeah. He's not lying.
That's ladies.
He's not lying.
Small feet, so I'm probably not going to do well with the ladies. I don't.
And I ain't saying size of feet.
I know.
Just
Walking
invest
grounds.
a little bit in yourself. Shoe carnival stay open.
And I'm a good little shopper.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's your image, though.
Yeah.
You still investing in your image.
Hell yeah.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, I actually did buy like 2 pair of Nike. They're like skate shoe Nike at a shoe carnival like years ago, and they still fit. And they're like, one is like yellow and black, the other one's like purple and blue. So, but whatever you feel comfortable with, or in this case, if you have a set style, so to speak, and you want to keep that because you're comfortable with it, people can understand it. You ain't gotta do it just for like the fan popularity. You do it because that's just you. You're representing you.
That's it.
Like, this is Daddy Rich, and again, this is Dustin Did, this is me, and this whoever. That's your style. That's your motive. That's your move. You're walking ground. That's your style.
Cause me and my Stack Brothers brother, we doing a solo album apiece, and we doing a project called the Stack Brothers with both of us. Wait till we put the clothes that go with the album on.
Ooh,
this hard bottom shoes, this brims as we call them. We call it vines. It's not even clothes to us no more. We call it vines. The album title is gonna be called Divine Vines, and you're gonna get all the dress tips with it.
oh wow.
Go to the tailor. It's one right at Kings Highway in Chippewa for my South Side people. He did all my stuff. Even when I was in the fashion show for U.S. Bank, Ernest & Young, Monsanto, that annual fashion show, that's where Stack Brothers came from. Me and my Stack Brothers spent 3 months putting my suit together.
Wow.
All tailored, fresh.
God, I can't recall last time.
And I'm going to drop a nugget on you. If you are a guy who's into dressing, when you go get your slacks hemmed, normally people do an even number, 30, 32, 34. Try the odd number, 29, 31, 33, and watch the difference it make. When that slack creased up hit the top of that hard bottom and give you that dimple above that shoe, that's grown man business right there. That's a nugget for him right there.
Because even
my mother got 10 brothers. Right. They all be clean. So I seen it.
silky.
So I know what it is when I put my flavor and twist to it, you know? But that's how we gonna do Stack Brothers. Way different. The hip hop dress is gonna alter, let's say, because we embracing our elder statesmen. Hip hop is 45 years old. Even it grew up.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what we gonna do with it.
You touched base on about T-shirts and different merchandise, and so I think it's important that people in this day and age, because it's not like what you're talking about early '90s where we were slinging DVDs and CDs out the back of a car.
We still kind of do that now.
Well, nobody has a DVD player, but now it's like you got to be able to like sell the whole image with the merch, and you got to make sure it's all
the merch. Yeah. That's a game that I advise people to take their time with. Get you some good merch. Not just anything. You know, even online they selling the T-shirts with the one color and whatever your logo is. You know, build. You know, but take your time with that. But definitely get on that.
Cause like they're definitely, and which that threw me off. Like there's definitely some more people out there still selling their music on the streets. I was at a Dollar General Family Dollar the other day, and this guy would sell me a CD. I mean, I could have bought it, kind of help support. But at the same time, like, do you really want to take that risk, or do you trust them, or do you want to give him a shot? Like, what would be your
how much was he trying to sell you the CD for? I mean, a certain price point when you.
I think it was like I think he said like 15 or 20. I mean, it's a CD of its own. So it's
stranger come up to you and want $15-$20
for a CD.
It was like I forget. It was like a while back, but like
a nice polished
that's
package.
Hit or miss.
Basically, it was kind of like a disc where you could burn your own music on, and it's just in a little clear cover.
No, I mean, that's like $5. I mean, maybe I'll throw a guy $5 for that. Like,
and if he's in front of
a store,
he might have got them out of there.
Speaking of a nice blank
They
CD.
might be blank.
there was a time
$15 for a blank. You finna go buy another pack.
Oh shit! Cause there was, I mean, no, even when I was in school, I got 2 of them still. And I was they're pretty legit. And I got it for free, but it was one. I need to bring that CD. If I ever come back on the show, I need to bring it. But it's a clear case CD, really nice printing on the CD itself, and it had like the whole picture and everything on it. I was like, okay, it looks legit. And again, it was free. Next to other people, they could just put it in bags. They could sell your CDs. They could sell your flash drives, and they still sell for like not too high, but just reasonable price. Again, you can help out the brother or whatever, but at the same time, it's like, is it really going to be good quality? Is it going to be, in your case, a good image for you selling music?
Yeah, but it's about delivery, as you say. You know, the package. You know, if it looks like a professional package, I'm willing to, give him whatever he's asking. Not that $15 shit though, but brother,
like that movies.
Humble yourself. That's $1 a song, ain't it?
Yeah, it's more expensive than Spotify or iTunes.
Man, Spotify's like 10, I think, like 10 or 7.
Well, if I go to a concert and they do a good show, I'll
like demo disc.
I gotta see them perform before I buy their shirts and their merch. I mean, they gotta show to me personally that they're they're good and they're on their way to somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
But then like you go to like a music store and they have a little free sample, they have a little demo disc, and that could be more professional because your stuff is at a store and you ain't selling a full album, you're just getting like some sample clips.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Presentation.
Like 1 or 2
good.
songs.
I've been to concerts or shows where people just throw the shit like on the table. It's all fucking like a big mound of shit, and it's like they're trying to sell it. It's all about retail presentation. They need to fold that.
Yeah,
it's kind of like selling watches at a mall. You gotta look good in order to sell it.
Right. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Well, let's play here. Let's play. I'm sure. Which song do you want to play for the audience here? We'll do both of them, but which one should we do first?
I think it was the first one.
Class in Session?
Yeah, you can go with that. That was for the kids, man. I love the kids, Daddy. Love the kids.
Any backstory on this before we
play? I wanted to give the kids a concert because they was going through the pandemic. So I talked to the principal. She was like, do you have anything that they can learn something for? I said, I don't, but I'll go write something.
Okay, I'm liking that style right there. I'm liking that.
That's it. I
like that.
That's it. That's Daddy.
That's a suit.
That's Daddy.
I have suit jacket, but that right there, I would like that.
Y'all. In session to answer your question. Teachers are here to deliver.
This was what school?
Just to help you. Woodward Elementary. Southside. Can pass the testing. Trying to be the best with my mind on go. Focus on success, trying to break that mold. Here every day when they call that road. Up in the morning trying to pay that road. Set the pace in the race, don't finish it last. Sitting up front trying to lead my class. Focus on my goals, I'm having a blast. No doubt in my mind if I'm gon' pass. Teachers cheer me on when I break the tape. And teachers teach class in the suit and cape. And parents cheer me on cause the grades I make. No matter what you say, man, life is great. I'm focused on success, got my
I've been a teacher to look that fly.
You know, I worked. I'm headed off to college when I graduate. And life still sweet like birthday cake. Class in session to answer your question. Teachers are here to deliver that school.
Man.
Your best, and when life gets hard, you can pass the test. Class in session to answer your question. Teachers are here to deliver the lesson. That's my actual class to do your best, and when life gets hard, you can pass the test. I'm trying to be the best, no matter the stakes. I'm trying to be the best, no matter the case. I
Work extra hours.
Right, it's not too late. Not learning from your errors is the only mistake. I put forth the effort, cause hard work pays. I don't accept failure, cause nowadays trying to change my approach, disbelievers amazed. My future looks bright, I done changed my ways. I respect my peers, won't be a distraction. I'm adding to my class and not subtracting. Accountability for all my actions. When rubber meets the road, now I'm gaining traction. Moral of the story is you can make it. Time to act now, no need to fake it. Commit to yourself, no time to waste it. Class in session, strive for greatness. Class in session, to answer your question.
That's 3 generations of my family. My nephew and my great nephew.
All right.
So it was. That's what I represent, the family structure.
You got how many brothers?
I got 3 sisters, 2 brothers.
Oh, I got 2 of them. I got one of my mom and my dad's side.
To deliver the lesson, just to help you to do your best. And when life gets hard, you can pass the test.
I'm from one of the biggest families on the south side, the Woodsons.
We the sergeants.
You know, my uncle was the principal at Stanton Elementary in Rockwood School District for years. He retired now, and that's where I came from, Rockwood School District.
Yeah, we were all Webster. I think some were Hazelwood. A few, I want to say. I know one I went to North.
Top twist.
There we go.
All right. Class in session, y'all. Get your papers.
So those kids, I guess they had to face the corners like that during the pandemic. I mean, that's
in school suspension room. I was there in school.
Yeah, I was in there
because just the social distancing.
No,
that was my real job title. In school
Oh.
suspension monitor, technology inventory coordinator.
Yeah, face the wall.
Building sub.
Now, that takes a hard thing to do because it's you seem like a guy. I don't know much. You know, obviously I met you a few times, but you seem like you keep your cool, and you seem like if somebody was coming at you like very loud, that you'd probably just keep the same kind of, and that's how you control the situation.
That's it.
That intimidation with calmness.
Right.
Man, the last 2 years I was at that school, they got 0 referrals.
Wow.
Point taken.
Wow.
He did it right.
Because I taught them accountability. I hear them out. And then I say, okay, now I'm going to suggest to you this is a better way to handle it next time.
Right.
And they were on it. Because there's not many men in that setting is what I found out. So when one came in, they like, Mr. Shaw. I seen one of the students yesterday at the show.
Oh, man.
She still say, Mr. Shaw. You know, so
I'm gonna do that with all my teachers.
It was a great impact I made on them, and man, I love them kids, man. They'll never forget me.
I mean, when you make progress and you hit somebody with that, it's definitely a blessing.
Oh yeah, it was a blessing, man. More for me than anything.
Okay, you did say earlier. So where'd you graduate from exactly?
Eureka Senior High and the ITT Tech on Missouri.
Oh wow. I went to Eureka. Well, I went there for wrestling one time. Man, that's way near the 6
Grimshaw probably was the coach then.
I think I was like 2009. Yeah, 2809.
Yeah.
What weight class were you wrestling?
I was like, I think I was 1. No, it was not 2. Actually, no, I think it was like 210 or 1. God, it's been so long. I'm like 240 right now, like 230.
How did you control your boner wrestling with all these guys?
Let's say I work cut.
I control the ball.
I got ways. The question how you control the board in football. You wear a cup.
Okay. Wow.
Sounds about right.
The sports.
Well, let's do some shout outs. So people can find your music on Spotify. Where can they,
You can find me on SoundCloud under Salmonella Camp, SalMonellacamp. Anything I perform or been performing is on SoundCloud. And, of course, these 2 videos I have on YouTube under Daddy Rich, shot by Triforms Vision, LLC. Shout out to CD.
Do you have a new single coming out or any new music coming out soon? Or
I'm just, performing, promoting it, building the fan base, getting my face out there before we drop anything. We don't want to drop anything until the Stack Brothers album is ready. So we writing 3 projects simultaneously. My solos, his solos, and the Stack Brothers album of us together.
A royalty-free beat. Can you do freestyle if we play the beat? Could you and Keenan go back and forth on something?
Oh, I ain't freestyle since I was a teenager.
Wow, it's just all for fun and games.
Oh, man, okay. Yeah, I'm down to have some fun and game with you.
I mean, I hope we don't get flagged for this.
Wow, it's
okay.
You gotta type in royalty-free. That's usually we don't, but we'll see. But
I know one I used to do, and it's actually pretty good. Royalty. Damn. So I definitely would love to try to get into music. Cause I know how when I go at it. Wow, these are hours long.
Well, it doesn't matter. You just need.
I need.
You gotta put like.
Yeah, I'm about to say these are all generic.
Yeah. So.
Not judging, but yeah. Some rap. Okay, that's good, I guess. Okay, hoping I don't get flagged.
Are you a filmmaker or a...
No. Actually, you're not a filmmaker. I'm more of an actor, sorry.
Skip the ad now.
Bam!
All right, here we go. Can you start it off? A little ending of the show here.
Woo! Okay, ready?
You got your headphones on?
Yep.
Let's go, Key.
Oh, wow.
Ayo, Parrish, this shit high, boy.
Check it out.
I had to put her on. Bought a 2-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty going high, I'm shooting for the fun.
What the hell?
We should have prepped this before the show here, but it's okay. This is live television.
We love the non-spoilers.
Yeah.
Go down there at 93, 97 BPMs.
Yeah.
Right?
That one right there, Rich. You want that one?
Oh, I'm going with Keenan.
Let's see what we got. Okay, this has been. Oh, okay. This has been.
All right. Well,
Ooh, wow. Yeah. The come of the key. I am the guy. Yeah. Don't look at me twice for a motherfucker die. I'm not a killer. I'm just a thriller. Michael Jackson, yeah, but just a dealer. Yeah. No drugs in my bitch, that's just in my dealer. Yeah. I'm fucking Godzilla. I'm so atomic. Got the hooked on phonics. Shit them plate tectonics. Daddy Rich on the scene.
Yeah.
Doesn't dig what it means.
Yeah.
We were in the caps. Could we play so clean?
Yeah.
Social media was always a havoc, but the internet's corrupt. The government system, I gotta blow it up. My money looking so fresh, I flip it like a fucking pancake. Popping up the toaster, now you know me, got a roller coasters, and I gotta take the stakes. I gotta make mistakes, I gotta take the fall, and I take it up. I gotta bring it like SmackDown Friday nights, you know me, this all me, man, this is the key down. Yeah. There you go.
Where we at? Artists United, Daddy Rich. Let me see what they're doing. Man move like a bliss through the snow clouds.
Hey.
Don't smoke no more. You can have them clowns. Clap, clap. Rap, rap. We in this bitch and we ready to react. Woo! Daddy Rich, still smoking spliffs. Now traded in for some battleship. Getting divine with them fine vines. Hit the button, recline and rewind. Mic check, throw a mic threats. Daddy Rich, MC and the best. My STL. Knock the wind out your cell. Me and Keenan in the basement where we dwell. Artists united. Friends in front of fronts. Gold teeth. Not smoking blunts. Taking MCs out to lunch and giving daps. Come back, humble as fuck, then relapse. Back on my G shit and repeating it. Daddy Rich ill when the heat spit. Woo!
Wow. All right, Dustin, your turn. All right, that was good, baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Daddy Rich is here. So definitely check it out. We got big podcast this Friday for Grind City TV. We got the Brandy Thomas exclusive interview. She's going to be talking about everything that went down at Soulful Illusion Studios. So definitely check out that podcast.
Okay.
And then we got the July 8th Massacre Aftermath. So we're going to be having a roundtable discussion about the Friday interview all day Saturday.
Okay.
So callers can call in. If you watch the interview, you can call in and we'll try to answer questions.
It's gonna be juicy, bro.
Have an honest discussion. That's what we're going to try to do.
It's gonna be juicy, man.
So thank you once again, Daddy Rich.
Yeah,
Check out
thanks for the invite, fellas.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find you, Keenan.
Y'all already know what it is. Facebook, Keenan Sargent. You can also find the page, Kicking It with Keenan. Also, everything else where I put content. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snaptee for t-shirts, TikTok. You already know what it is. Dude at level 92. Hit your boy up, man. We're going to get some shit going, man.
Yeah.
Right, definitely check out the Daily Dose with Dustin Diggs on YouTube and like the Artists United Network on Facebook. And we will see you again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Artists United Network.
I'm about to The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. Diggs.